Hi, I'm Sonia Doubell and we are in London with Byron Katie. Thanks to Alternative, we've just finished an amazing workshop and it was a day full of the work, which is the work created by Byron Katie. Thank you so much, that was really amazing.
Thank you.
For a lot of people don't know about the work, but it's based on 4 questions. Mm-hmm. Could you talk a bit about that?
Yes, the work is a way, actually, it shows us a way to identify the thoughts that we're thinking, the thoughts that are the cause of all the suffering in the world. And the work is 4 questions, mm-hmm. and it really sets us free on so many levels. It's difficult to describe, but it's very simple. Anyone can do it, and the only thing that's required is an open mind. And so that's the invitation. And
the 4 questions was actually born out of your own experience, mm-hmm. and your own need to uncover what was so painful for you in your life.
Yes.
Were these questions, are they 25-year-old questions from the past, and how did you actually come to use these questions or find these questions?
Well, they were really born in the first moment, but it was such an amazing experience. There are no words for it. It's impossible to describe.
Yeah.
And so the questions are my direct experience in reverse of the experience, and it allows everyone to experience what I experienced. For example, I saw that in that experience, that when I believed my thoughts, I suffered, and when I didn't believe them, that there was no suffering at all. So the work is a way to help people wake up from this waking dream of suffering and to meet their true natures, which leaves a world of indescribable, I'll say, creativeness and well-being. And these questions, again, anyone with an open mind can answer them, and there's just 4.
And that makes it sound really simple, just 4 questions. And then you do something called the turnaround on the questions. And how does that work?
Well, for example, if I am questioning an assumption that I really believe to be true, for example, if I believed my mother doesn't care about me, and then I would question it with those 4 questions, which take me to the answers inside of me, the answers from the heart. And that's where we begin to experience compassion and self-caring and things that are true to our nature. So as we question those thoughts, we get to the turnarounds after the 4 questions, and the turnarounds are a way of finding the opposite of what we believe to be true. For example, the opposite of my mother doesn't care about me is my mother does care about me. And when that one hits us, the extreme opposite of what we've been believing maybe for years, when that one hits us, it's like, oh no, but that's not true. So that's why I invite people to find a minimum of 3 examples to really seek and open their mind to examples where that could possibly be true. So an example, my mother does care about me. So this really is, seeking and finding, as opposed to seeking and never finding. They've always said it's the truth that set us free, but what truth? What truth? There is no truth. There are many truths, so it can get very confusing. Whereas this is specifically, I just want to get to the truth about my mother, and does she care about me? And then another turnaround, another opposite, I don't care about her. And then to find the examples of where I've been uncaring and living against my nature and my mean-mindedness, and to wake up to that. Because, it really is often the last place we look to ourselves. We're so quick to blame others.
Absolutely. It's like the whole sort of mirroring, or when you start pointing fingers and you have the 4 pointing back at you.
It's so true. And this shows us specifically on where we're pointing and how to deal with that very same thing within ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, the problem isn't my mother doesn't care about me. That's not the problem. I don't care about my mother. That's the problem. So when we discover that, a whole new us starts to wake up.
Yeah.
And we stop focusing so much on others, and we begin to take care of our own internal world and life.
And it does uncover this world of that we, you know, a lot of the pain and the happiness that we actually experience in life. It doesn't take anybody else to change it but ourselves.
That's right.
And this
and it
desire.
really is up to us.
Yeah.
And so the work, it really puts the responsibility 100% on us, and that's such good news because now we know how.
Yeah.
So many people say the work is how, you know,
Yeah.
the how to enlightenment. All these enlightened people, but they don't tell us how. So.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like we really have to just start digging, don't you? You have to do the digging. So 9 days of, it's what the course is. When you actually go to do the work.
Yeah, the school for the work.
The school.
Yeah, that coming to school for the work in Germany this year.
Yeah.
And it's where people from all over the world come together, and we question our thoughts about the world, our thoughts about ourselves and life.
And our views about the world.
Our views about the world.
Yeah.
And we really, it's a radical school. I call it the School of You, and that's exactly what it is. So I really look forward to that.
That's so exciting. It's like waking up to a new reality. That's really amazing, and I can't wait to do this school. And I will let all of you know my new reality once I have experienced it. But you know, in the meantime,
wasn't it amazing today?
It was
watching
amazing.
these people just wake up and wake up and wake up and wake up.
It's
and
like
wake
the
up.
layers of waking up just get deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just to sit in it and witness the people wakes us up
even more, because you're tracking it.
Yeah.
So as they're doing it, they are talking about their mum, and you associate it to whatever you're feeling. Perhaps you feel it about your dad. And so I was tracking my issues with all of the people up on stage. And as it was going on, I was just, eureka, 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 wow. And you just get, it's like you're just peeling away these layers of beliefs that actually have no real substance.
Yeah, no substance. And just to wake up to that is enormous freedom.
It's freedom.
Yeah.
It's freedom.
And, you know, we're talking about the School for the Work, and I'd love everyone to know that it's a wonderful event, and it's not necessary. Everyone cannot afford to come to the School for the Work because there are such costs there. But the work is always free at thework.com. And everything you need to do the work is there. It's all free. You don't have to sign up for a newsletter, nothing. And it's all there, it's all complete.
It's
and
amazing.
There's no one that
is excluded.
No one that's excluded, and there's no one that cannot do this work if their mind is open to it.
That's amazing. So thework.com, and there's a helpline or a phone, if you like, with people who are trained in the work, and it's completely free of charge. So you just have to call, go online, just familiarize yourself with the 4 questions and the worksheet, and then there are people to call who will help you completely free of charge. So it's an amazingly generous gift, and I hope you all just, you know, go there and do the work. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.